I don't know what else I am supposed to say about AJ Dybantsa and BYU, who got absolutely trucked last night. I mean, just never showed up. And it's not even that you lost the game. Well, it is. I mean, you can't lose to UCF. Although, Johnny Dawkins, you're a dude. You can't lose at home by, I think they lost by 76 points.
13,
69,
but,
same thing. 69, 69-56. Or wait, no, that wasn't the score.
97-84.
Thank you, 97-84. It's early. 97-84. You gave up, again, you gave up a hundo at home. And we're going to hear from KY in a second. But are you really telling me that you gave up 97 points to UCF? Then we're just supposed to excuse this away as a tough night at the office. We're just, Monty?
No big deal. What's the big deal? What's the big deal?
Why do you hate BYU?
Come on, dude.
Because, yeah, come on, dude. That's going to happen today. You just hate BYU. Is this about the church? No, it's about really bad basketball.
Are you guys going to voice it, man?
Yes. And who are you, Utah? A really poorly coached BYU basketball team. And I'm going to keep saying this. And listen, I understand this is the KY effect. And who in their life doesn't need KY affecting their lives? But are you really calling out AJ Dybantsa? You're not looking inward, KY?
I don't know if I'd say to the 3-point part of it, but yeah, I mean, his intensity you miss. I mean, he's a guy that wakes up ready to, just get after it every day in life. And so we miss his intensity for sure. And so that's where guys like, really that's where Rob and AJ have to grow. They don't have it in them naturally to be, hair on fire type guys. But it's, I think when you're not naturally that way, you're not naturally a vocal leader. I think you have to learn how to lead sometimes. And I think that's a challenge that they're going through right now.
So it's not that you gave up 44 points in the paint. It's not that they shot 58% from three.
I thought you said 58%.
It's not that you're shooting 33% from three. It's not that they shot 56% from the floor and you shot 41. It's not that your defense is ass. It's just that AJ's not a good leader. This is wild to me. This is a terrible, embarrassing loss. And at some point, we're all just going to move on to the Premier League. Well, nobody will do that because people don't like soccer in this country. But my point is, we
can go back to curling on the cock. I mean,
we can watch Olympic replays because there's no point in watching BYU basketball at this point. The defense is getting worse. It's not getting better. It's February 25th, and the defense is getting worse. And this is AJ's a leadership problem. This is AJ Dybantsa's the problem at BYU. Yeah. Rob's the problem. No, KY, you're the problem. I'm tired of watching this team half-ass it up and down the floor and then saying Richie Saunders' injury is why we're playing like this. I got news for you. You were ass on the defensive end before Richie Saunders tore his ligament. So you can sit here and spin this any way you want. You no-showed at the Marriott Center last night against a pretty decent, who's now a lock into the NCAA tournament UCF team. Because they're a lock now.
Yeah. I mean, I think that if you are a box score warrior, if you will, you're going to look at this and you're going to say AJ Dybantsa had 0 assists last night and it's on AJ. I'm going to sit here and say that the guy had 29 points and he was 11 of 22 from the field with 0 assists, and his teammates shot like ass last night and were sleepwalking up and down the floor. And I think that I agree with KY that this team doesn't have leadership. That's what the message should have been. And that's why my takeaway is it is a coaching issue, because the message isn't AJ and Rob individually need to step up. They're already doing everything that they can do. I mean, the message should be that this team doesn't have leadership. And yeah, it would be nice if AJ was a leader. It'd be nice if AJ was, that vocal presence in the huddle and like was getting after his teammates. Like that'd be nice. But not every team has that guy. And that's where the coaching staff has to find a way to bridge the gap. And I just look at it and I say, like, I don't know, man. It was, people came after me. It was uncouth. It wasn't cool back in early January to say it was a Kevin Young problem, but now everyone's happy to call him out. And so these problems aren't new. This predates, agreed. This predates Richie Saunders ACL. These issues have been present most of the season. They've just hidden behind the success of this team on certain nights. And then when they had their bad night, it was because AJ had a bad night or this or that or the other. Like we could look at other areas of the team as weaknesses holding them back. And so I just wish that, I do wish that Kevin Young's approach was, hey, I'm just going to wear this, like I'm going to wear this.
I didn't get this team ready to play. Boscovich sucks and I keep putting him out there anyway. That's on me, not Boscovich. Listen, Boscovich, that's my fault that he can't even get close to the rim. Like when he shoots, it's not his fault that the ball's never going in, and we all know it. That's on me that he can't rack attack his mom. I mean, why is Boscovich even playing? I guess,
I know why he's not playing.
He is playing. He is playing.
I know why he's playing, because you have no one on the bench. That's the problem. So ask players like, Boscovich get minutes. And that's where I say, like, I just can't escape the narrative and the thought that, man, dude, all that money preseason, all that hype preseason. Oh man, this team's loaded. We've spent all this money. AJ,
National
look at the guys.
Championship. Who's Jimmer for that?
Like you guys aren't even a Sweet 16 team, bro. Like you guys aren't even like, this is not like, I'm sorry, you're just not. You're not that guy. And do I think that maybe they can make some noise in the tournament? Could they beat a team that maybe they're not supposed to beat? Sure. Squirrel finds a nut. Right? Like, hey, if you
mean Iowa State?
Yeah.
Because now it looks like Iowa State was an accidental win.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just difficult. I don't know. When a team is this inconsistent with effort, it's a coaching problem. There's just no question about it.
You're this bad defensively, bro, you can't get beat in the paint and in rebounds and in assists and in 3-point percentage, field goal percentage.
That's every day.
This is who this team is. And AJ Dybantsa is playing as well as he can play. And, oh, stop. You're a fraud then. If you're only watching this team for AJ Dybantsa, don't watch.
And don't call yourself a BYU fan.
Yeah. I mean, please. Like, come on, man.
I don't know. I guess I'm just like we have a ton of stuff to talk about today, but like
I'm only watching BYU for AJ.
I'm just tired of. I'm tired of Kevin not just being like, you know what? I like AJ a lot, like Rob a lot. I like what we've put together in the locker room. But we have some flaws that hold us back. And part of those flaws are on me. Part of those flaws are on the coaching staff. We have to do a better job preparing this team and helping this team understand what's expected of them every single night. Because this is not, I would love to hear Kevin Young say something like, this is not a show up some nights type profession. This is not a, show up when the good teams roll in and just kind of coast when the more mid-table teams come in. Because that's what UCF was pre-BYU. UCF was considered a team that you should beat. They were mid-table. They, I feel like a lot of people didn't respect them. And now you have to because they put 97
because they're above you in the Big 12 standings now.
Yeah. So
with that win. So, yeah, KY, it is disappointing.
I got to watch the film. I mean, we were sleepwalking out there, so it's hard to pinpoint it. I didn't expect that in the slightest. I'm super disappointed in our guys, super disappointed in myself and our coaches. Just was a night that was not good all around. So, I mean, there was just every breakdown you could possibly imagine. But you have to give all the credit to Central Florida. They played a great basketball game. They were the way hungrier team, and they punked us, and they deserve all the credit.
What do you mean they punked you, bro? What does that mean, dude? Like, punking a team would be like a really bad team, like the worst team you could, the worst team in the league.
UCF's a better team than BYU. I don't know how this is.
You, dude.
Yeah,
like they're not, and I think that this. Look, he's not going to get fired. He's not in danger of being fired. That's not my point. But my point very much is BYU from here on out, this season forward, is going to have to earn the hype. Like, I'm not here for, because AJ is going to go to the league. So what's it going to be next year? Oh, well, man, we got this big time recruit. Okay, well, that's great. But now I can't believe it because the narrative on Kevin Young has changed. The narrative was, hey, like, NBA guy, friends with Kevin Durant, him and Kevin are dapping it up, and he's going to bring all that league knowledge to the program. And now that's just not that league knowledge is not translating. And I guess I just think that, coaches, like, we've talked a ton about Bill Self the last couple of weeks with Don't Want to Playderson.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things that experience in college basketball for head coaches provides guys is the ability just to understand, like, privately, yeah, I'm ripping the hell out of the players if I'm the head coach. Like, I'm telling them this is terrible. It's not good enough. It's embarrassing. Like, what are we doing? Publicly, though, it's on me, right? And it's the QB mentality in the NFL, right? If we're winning, it's on the teammates. If we're losing, it's on me. And that's what I feel like Kevin Young's got to change. He needs to embrace that mentality.
Yeah, I think Kevin Young's not ready. And it is, I'll just keep saying, this team's not ready to play and compete on a nightly basis. And you know what the real issue here is, and this is probably going to be too much. College basketball is not fun anymore. That's the issue.
Did you watch Kansas and Houston the other night?
Yes.
I thought that was a good game. Aside from Don't Want to Playderson dynamic, the game itself I thought was really a good game. I felt like that was one of the first games I've watched in a while where I was like, these two are going back and forth. Kansas is giving Houston everything they can handle. Like, they're actually playing defense, and this is like two really good teams going at it. But generally speaking, like, I would agree that it's just not. I guess it just doesn't have the same flair that it's had in prior seasons, and I'm not ready to just attribute that directly to the money and NIL and all of that.
No, I'm attributing it to that these kids are 18 years old and they're multimillionaires and they're not playing hard. Well, and and I'll continue to say it started with the millennials and what COVID did to the millennial generation. Mm-hmm. But as these younger generations keep coming up, they're not dynamic personalities. They're not fun to watch. They're not invested in the game. And it's very difficult to attach yourself to a brand where they're just not invested in the logo anymore. They're not playing for Duke or BYU or North Carolina, or they're just playing to get paid. And I think there's less of that mentality in college football because you can't be soft in college football.
No,
you cannot be soft in college football. These dudes are soft. AJ Dybantsa is my main critique of him all year. He's not a murderer. He's not a killer. He doesn't have that lethal mindset. He's soft mentally. And it's going to take him. This is my biggest concern. It's why I think he should come back to BYU next year. He won't, nor should he at this point. But you look at don't want to play Peterson at Kansas. Dude doesn't want to play basketball. I think he opted out the other night. I've watched the video 100 different times now.
Yeah.
I think he opted out. I think they were winning that game. They were comfortable, and he opted out. You could see him nod his head, and I think he asked out of the game. And Bill Self ignored him, frankly. I think that's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And it again goes back to this soft person tendencies where you're just, dude, I got to tell you, this cashmere thong I'm wearing under my basketball shorts that I paid $2,000 for is really soft on these nuts. And I just want to go sit down and enjoy it.
Yeah, I don't know when we lost. And maybe you're right. I mean, maybe it was COVID. I mean, maybe that's what happened. But like, there is no like playing for something bigger than yourself. And I know that we all say that's corny and like it's cheesy or whatever, but I feel like it is a defining factor in sports right now. Like the teams and the guys who you hear talking about playing for their teammates, playing for the brand, like really, they're not showing up for the money. The money's great and that's really helpful, but they're really showing up for their teammates. They're showing up for their school and their program. Like those are the guys that I feel like are having a lot of success right now. And I would agree. I don't really hear that a lot in college basketball. And it's difficult because we're in that time of year. Like, let's just be real. Like if college basketball is not going to be the thing that lights a fire under us, like what's it going to be? Like I can enjoy golf, but a great March Madness experience kind of, trumps golf a little bit. Like the vibes in March when we know it's supposed to happen. Like that's definitely a mark it down on the calendar time of the year, man. Like you're looking forward to that every year. And it used to be that you would go Super Bowl right into March Madness. And then from there, you're into the baseball season. And there's a hype around that. And I don't know what it will take to get that back. And maybe we romanticize the past, maybe I just romanticize it too much, but I guess I just wish that guys were still out here the way that for everything for all the demonizing he did, the Christian Leitners of the world, or these guys who were just legends in the game.
Cooper Flagg. I've talked about Cooper Flagg in this light many times. He is, in my opinion, the savior of the NBA. Because if you contrast Cooper Flagg to Victor Wembanyama, nobody knows and nobody cares about Victor Wembanyama's personality. You want to watch him play basketball? Okay, cool. He's a lovely talent to watch play. The guy is a zero as a human being. Quite literally, he is sitting up there chilling with monks. What am I supposed to do with that? Right? Cooper Flagg is the guy. Yeah, Cooper Flagg is the guy you're going to hitch your wagon to, and he's going to pull the NBA along. I look at AJ Dybantsa. I look at don't want to play it again. I look at all of these other bros, the Boozer brothers. What am I hanging on to with AJ Dybantsa? I think one of the top two players in college basketball, AJ Dybantsa. What am I hanging on to? I have no idea. He's not marketable. He's not vocal. He is a very laid back, chill personality who does not go out with lethality and murder the opponent. College basketball is very unique in one aspect. One great generational player can win the whole thing. It's not who AJ Dybantsa is. It's not who don't want to play it against and Peterson is. You know why? Because they're just not. They don't have that mentality.
They don't have to be that guy.
They don't
to get to where they want to go.
No, they don't have to be that guy to be a multimillionaire.
Yeah.
And so it makes you soft. And I think it is absolutely changed the game. Because if you pay any amount of attention to the Big 12, you have teams like Houston. Houston's an elite team that's going through a really crappy spell, but those guys are all dogs. They're hard-nosed, tough players. Iowa State, hard-nosed, tough players. Like you look at Arizona, and this is this is what's interesting to me. Like I look at it, I look at the Big 12 on the whole. Look at the Big 12. Big 12 sucks. Big 12 sucks. Like TCU, West Virginia has been absolutely bipolar this year. Cincinnati's been up and down. Like Oak State's terrible. Like you look at these average ass teams, but I look at Arizona. Why are Arizona and Iowa State number 1 and number 2 in this league? If I said to you, why are they number 1 and number 2 in this league? Well, this is not difficult to decipher. They have absolute dogs at the top of their.
Yeah, and they're well coached. They're well coached.
Well, that goes without saying, right? Yeah. But you look at Burries. That Jaden Bradley is absolutely a murderous fool. Like they have guys who want to win every possession, right? Like I look at Iowa State, and I think I could say the exact same thing about Iowa State. You got guys that when you look at like Tim and Lipsy is a guy that I really like watching him play basketball. I really like watching, like you pick your guy in this league. Pick your Houston Cougar. I like watching those guys play basketball. I like watching the Boozers play basketball. I don't like watching Darren Peterson play basketball. AJ Dybantsa, when AJ Dybantsa's on and he's motivated, yeah, okay. He's fun to watch play basketball. That's not who was on the court last night.
No.
I'm sitting there with my wife, and it's pushing 9:30, and I'm like, dude, you're terrible. And I'm trying to and she's like, come on, dude, let's just go to bed. We need to go to bed. Hey, we got to go. I'm like making golf content. I'm out there wrecking golf balls last night. I'm out there attacking golf balls like I'm Cooper Flagg at Duke last year, just absolutely putting dents and destroying those golf balls. Like I am him, right? I am him. And I'm out. And the point is, I get home and I flip on the BYU game, and Hemi didn't show up.
No. Hell no.
Right? AJ ain't Hemi last night.
No.
And it's embarrassing. College basketball is broken. And it's because we're paying teenagers millions and millions of dollars. And there's no motivation for them to show out. And then when they get to the NBA and they fall flat on their face, you're like, well,
come back to college.
Let's sue. Did you see that Buddy from Alabama is going to the Alabama Supreme Court now? Go play in Europe, right? Yeah. Big Daddy Magic. Cooper Flagg had a dream team and didn't win a national championship. What does that got to? What do you mean he had a dream team? No, he did not have a dream team. Look, dude, Big Daddy Magic. Some days I'm here for it. Your obsessive love of AJ Dybantsa is today's probably not the day. Like it just, you at least have like a whole thing about, like at least have some idea about it.
Yeah.
Oak State and TCU both won last night. I'd call that a good night. They're terrible basketball teams. And why do you care about Oak State? You're a TCU fan.
Right? Can't have it both ways, dude.
Oak State and TCU are dreadful basketball teams. They're unenjoyable to watch. There is nothing to, Anyway. I wish the players that get paid the big bucks in college had to hit certain criteria in stats to get up to the high bar money and bonuses, making the tournament playoffs. Yeah. I'm probably being too hard on AJ Dybantsa. But what we saw was a hype train that was built on beating some really bad basketball teams. And now, the other night, it looked like you had turned the corner with that win against Iowa State. It looked like you had, and then you come out and do this against UCF. And you're going to look at the box score and be like, oh, look at, he played great. He didn't play great last night. He did not. They were down 30 at one point in that game, I think.
Yeah. And it was a classic comeback. It wasn't enough,
Come on.
I don't know, man. I think that I don't know when it'll happen. Maybe it'll be my.
Do you agree that
or...
do you think that college basketball is healthy?
No, I don't know that it's healthy. I think that the NBA and college basketball both share the same thing. Kids getting paid, guys getting paid, and not having to earn it. And I think that the like Jordan's talked about this, you know, the older guys, the early 2000s players talked about this a ton on podcasts and stuff, where it's like, we had to go out and earn our contracts. We had to go out and really bust it. Like, we couldn't just coast into the league and have these massive rookie deals and then just, because of the market conditions, get an extension or whatever. Like, we had to go out and make it happen. And I feel like that lack of motivation, you're exactly right. That lack of motivation is why we just get blasé talent. Like, again, it's the genesis of why he's at BYU, which we all seem to forget. Why is he even playing at BYU? Oh, that's right, because they paid him. Like, he could have gone to Duke. He could have gone to UNC. He could have gone basically anywhere he wanted to go. But his entire existence is defined by money. That's the problem, dude. I'm not even saying that AJ's a bad player. He's not. He's a really good player, dude. He's one of the best players in college basketball. But I do think that mentally, no matter how good or bad you are at anything, if you're just doing it to try to make a buck, like, you're not going to do it as well as if you're doing it to, like, prove a point, or like you're working with other people to accomplish a greater goal, or like those intangible motivators are the ones that separate, the average mindset from the great one. And I just think that it's a cancer. It is a cancer in athletics. It's at least at the pro level. Hey man, you're a pro, so it's a business. Like, the pro level is a different mentality than the college level. You look at, one of the sports that I think doesn't suffer from this is hockey, right? Hockey doesn't suffer from, hey, kids are getting paid a ton of money, and because that's not the culture in hockey.
And why is that?
I don't know.
Because if you're soft,
yeah, well, yeah, you're
going to get buried.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're going to get buried. And it's just tough. You look at, like, UCF's a really good example. You're getting quality coaching. You have motivated players that are not entitled. UCF, to me, is what's right in the Big 12. And I just think BYU is so poorly coached. And I think people are scared to say that in Provo because Kevin Young's untouchable, and you Ryan Smith and his hoodlums are sitting courtside, and I get it. Nobody's ever going to question BYU basketball, and it's really unfortunate.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
I don't know. It leaves me feeling like like the whole idea of, like, is there nothing sacred in the world anymore with sports? Like it leaves me feeling like, hey, I don't feel like I'm asking a lot for any type of college athlete to go out there and give it their absolute best every single night, mentally and physically. Like, and Kobe talked about that for years. Like, hey, I have an obligation to the fan to play every single game that I can, as long as I can play. And I just think it's just, I don't know, like, I don't mean to put a rain cloud on it, but I do genuinely find myself a lot of days wondering, like, dude, like, what am I looking forward to with sports right now? Like, right here today, like, you open the ESPN app, baseball, or you go on Twitter. Yeah. Baseball. Right. But again, this whole, like, with baseball, like, there's this whole sidebar going on in baseball right now about Angels owner Artie Moreno saying that Angel fans don't care about winning. They just want cheap tickets, and, like, they just want a good experience at the stadium. And it's like, no, dude, like, they do care about winning. You don't care about winning. And that's what's so misguided. Like, the Bears thing. Like, I don't know if the Bears think that fans just don't care, and that's why they think it's okay to be leveraging Indiana. But, like, I look around sports, and it's like the Angels, the Bears. Like, at least in golf, I can sit here and say, like, yeah, all those live guys who decided to take money over respect. Like, you look like an idiot now. Like, live is purging money. That tour is not going to be in existence in 20 years.
Fired their COO again.
Yeah,
they're going to have a new leader.
Burning to the ground, dude. Like, you guys are idiots, and you're rich idiots.
What is it that you're? So, do you have something in the comments section? What are you guys excited about? I mean, in sports, I'll tell you, I'm excited about the NFL draft. I'm excited about the NFL combine. I love breaking down players getting ready for the draft. I'm excited about that. I'm excited that the Cubs suck again in spring training.
But Monty, we got Bregman, World Series.
Why?
Come on, dude.
Why? Well, like, why be an asshole about it? You show up here without a vest on, and
No, it's on the chair. It's getting a day off.
Right. You show up here without a vest on, and you think that you can just like play fast and loose. Who are you, Oak State James, being a fan of 27 teams?
He's a hoe, and I want that known.
I don't see you chasing pedophile priests or James, but that's not the point.
No, never stepped foot in a rectory.
My point is, I don't know what I'm excited about in sports right now. That's crazy. I'm really looking forward to baseball. My wife, for my birthday, got me Cubs tickets they're here in Seattle this summer. So she got me Cubs tickets. Like, I'm excited about that. We're in a weird time when it comes to college sports. We're in a very weird time.
I think we're in a weird time in sports in general. I don't even I think because it's basketball season, college basketball is a poster child of this, but we were in a weird time with the Olympics. We were in a weird time with college basketball. We're in this weird time with the NBA where I'm just not I'm trying, but I'm just struggling to grip onto anything in the NBA.
Millennials.
What does that mean, dude?
Your you probably don't want to hear this. Your generation has really done serious damage to the competitive nature of sport. Like, it is, if you look at the NBA is a perfect example of this. Look at guys like Luka Doncic. Who are the best players in the NBA right now? Luka, you never hear from him. Jalen Brunson, never hear from him.
And
Devin Booker, zero personality, never hear from him. Victor Wembanyama, don't want to hear from him. Right? The best players in the NBA right now are zeros off the floor. They don't golf like Jordan did. Right? Like, you look at even my sport, golf, as a huge YouTube golf consumer. At least I'm getting John Rahm, who I don't even like that much anymore since he went to Live. I love watching him play YouTube golf. I love it. Him and Grant Horvat, the Bryan Bros, but it's because they have personalities that I can connect with. You know who's one of the more entertaining guys in YouTube golf? Steph Curry. But why is that? Steph's older. He's got a personality. He laughs. He has fun. Right? He's in that bronze generation. Right? But I'm watching Grant Horvat and Bronny James on YouTube golf yesterday. Breaking 60. Bronny's a zero. He's got no personality. He literally has, he's that I can't stand people who, when you ask him a question, their answer is a chuckle. That drives me crazy. Like, you can't have a conversation. That, to me, is what's wrong with the NBA and college basketball right now. It's the dominant players cannot communicate at all. They're not sociable. They're not personality-driven guys. Like, jobs not finished out of Kobe Bryant would never be uttered today. Can you imagine? Because, and we're going to find out about the Spurs. Victor Wembanyama is arguably a top 10 player in the NBA right now. And probably not even arguably. Comfortably a top 10 player in the NBA. That's a top 5 team in the NBA in San Antonio. What are we going to get in post-game press conferences during the playoffs?
Don't know.
Monk talk? That's what and I'm being serious. That's when the NBA is built. The NBA playoffs are only sensational because of what happens around them. The game is the game.
Yeah, you guys remember when Klay Thompson said that Braun got his feelings hurt, and then Braun came back and beat them from the 3-1 deficit? That's what made that series.
Braun telling a reporter to be better.
Yeah.
Kobe saying job's not finished. Right? Like, it's all that stuff that makes the NBA playoffs so special. Victor Wembanyama is incapable of giving you that. Luka Doncic last night almost got sent to the locker room. Him and JJ Redick had a huge, heated argument because Luka won't play defense. He's bitching at the officials, and his guy gets back for a layup. And then what did Luka Doncic do at the end of the game? Did anybody see it last night? Passes on a wide open three. And I mean wide open. Passes it to LeBron, who has to hit a turnaround fadeaway three-pointer that he missed. The NBA's broken.
Yeah.
Right? The NBA's, look at the OK Thunder. Who's the personality on that team? Anybody interested in going to hang out with SGA? I'm not. What are we going to talk about? Does Chet Holmgren have does he have a voice box? I'm not sure he is oral at all. Like, does the guy speak? Are you mute? That's what I'm frustrated with. Yeah. That is what truly and honestly, at least with guys like Pete Crow Armstrong with the Cubs, personality dripping all over the place, right? Like Shota Imanaga, personality, right? Like with the Bears thing, I can get down on the Bears. Caleb Williams doing all these podcasts has been sensational.
Yeah, did you hear what PCA said about Dodger fan? Did you see that?
No.
So PCA gets interviewed during spring training or whatever. He goes on this thing where he says he loves. So PCA is a SoCal guy. He's from Southern California. He goes on this thing where he says that he loves playing in Chicago because the fans actually care and they don't show up in the second inning. In reference to Dodger fans showing up in the second inning and leaving in like the seventh inning. And just like that was a great, just out of the blue dig at Dodger fan, which I appreciated.
It's look at the Olympics, the Olympic hockey team last night going to that certain event. But look at Buddy with a broken face, who then comes back and scores a game-winning goal. Personality in hockey is not an issue. It's not Connor Bedard kind of criticizing the Canadian team for leaving him at home and then not being able to score a goal to beat Team USA. I'd say Buddy's got some personality, right? Yeah. Betsy at least calling him out. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. I mean, Brandon's saying it's not generational. It's a basketball thing. All basketball is broken. Hockey is where it's at, and they have millennials. Yeah, maybe so. You know.
But again, I think physical sports, like the NFL, is interesting. I'm a huge Caleb Williams fan.
Mm-hmm.
For now, I'm a Bears fan until they don't move to Hammond, Indiana. And then I'm going to burn a deuce at the football place where they play on a horse track. Because I think that deal gets done today or tomorrow. I don't think there's any doubt. Anyway, here nor there. Caleb Williams doing all these interviews, talking about his best throws and this moment and that moment, and Ben Johnson ripping his shirt off in the locker room and how that galvanized that team, and hating the Packers. I'm here for that. I want to be able to connect, and you guys are all like, oh, look at his nail paint. He wears nail paint so that you'll say, hey, look at his nail paint. And he doesn't even try and hide from it. Right? Like, it's incredible to me. It's incredible to me.
Yeah, so maybe it's a basketball problem. Maybe it's not actually a millennial problem. It's a basketball problem. These guys that don't play physical sports that get paid. Because I think that golfers, like the PGA Tour's got loads of personality in it. You know, I think that there's just so much content done on it. It's built into the culture to be talking and like to be out there. You know, I think a lot of the younger guys do talk a lot. Scotty talks a lot. I feel like he's always around. You know, I think that you've got I feel like Min-Woo Lee is kind of cooled off a little bit. He's trying to find his groove again.
Well, now he's winning.
Yeah.
Look at Rory the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Rory, did it hurt you that putt on 18 went in when no other putt went in? No, I finished second. That putt that dropped, yeah, that made me like $500,000-$600,000. No, I didn't hate that it went in. Right? Like, let's see. Did I hear oral? What did I miss? Exactly. Oral Roberts University. Oh, look at here. Say I'm a leftist rainbow warrior without saying someone who voluntarily moves to Seattle. Oh, yeah, I was voluntary.
How do you come in here with one of the dumbest takes I've ever heard? How are you this uneducated about a topic?
Oh, my God.
And then you say this. Do you really think that he voluntarily hey, I can live anywhere. Yeah, let's go live in Seattle. Jimmy, you are a fool, dude.
Hey, dumbass, think this through. You clearly have never been here. I've never heard of you. Yeah, so I play golf. I'll even leave it at that. I play golf. And you think I voluntarily moved to Seattle? I could have, like Jake said, I could have lived anywhere I wanted. And you think.
And coming from Salt Lake, a great golf mecca.
I'm an obsessive golfer, and you think I picked one of the rainiest climates in the country and voluntarily moved there.
Like, you're a fool, dude. You are, like, I'm sorry. I don't have any empathy for you. I don't have any problem saying that you're an idiot, dude. And you had this negative energy coming your way when you thought it was a good idea to come in here and get after him over something that's not even true. Like, what are you doing? Like,
and I love that it's leftist rainbow warrior. Yes. Tell me you have no idea about me. Anyway, if Cash Patel would fly to a BYU game, go into the locker room after a win, chug a beer, y'all see you in Valhalla, maybe BYU would turn this thing around.
And maybe
Can
let
you
me
imagine
do what Kevin Young didn't do. I mean, maybe it's my fault, dude. Maybe I'm just too burned out on the cesspool of intertwining that we have with the Josh Pate thing and the Cash Patel thing, and like we've had all of this like just intertwining of sports and politics.
YouTube suppressing our videos about it. You know.
Now YouTube's saying that we're running, election ads because we talked about Josh Pate's interview. Thanks, Josh. Really appreciate it.
Yeah,
dude.
We got a warning from YouTube over
dude.
our conversation about Josh Pate last night.
It's so ridiculous, man. And I, again, here we are. Here we go again. What am I going to say? I'm going to say, you know what, dude? We're in a time and space where you have to vote. You have to try to do the best you can.
Only if you're a leftist hippie or whatever the dude called me.
I believe let me see. I believe the nomenclature was, let's see.
Rainbow warrior.
Leftist rainbow warrior. Okay, sorry, Jimmy. So as a leftist rainbow warrior, it makes me feel like I have to, of course I have to vote, but I'm just really tired of not being able to count on the things in sports that I could always count on. I did not realize how much that mattered to me. Like how much it mattered to me that the Midsummer Classic actually lives up to it and is like really good, or how much it matters that like I really want to see Tiger be competitive one more time in his career. One more time. That's all I want. I'm not asking you to go out and win a FedEx Cup championship or anything.
But why do we have TGL?
Yeah, I know, but it's not the same. TGL's great.
What's the point? There's only one reason, and Ricky Fowler's kind of talked about this. What's the only reason TGL's in business? The players know that they need a marketing arm, and the players know that they need to connect themselves to fans, and they do that. That's why they're mic'd up. They do interviews during the matches. Like, it's great for the personality of it. Everybody still understands that Patrick Cantley is kind of a dick, but like Minwoo Lee, or they get it. They understand it.
Justin Thomas coming back after being a ghost for the last year and a half, only to hit one of the coolest shots we've ever seen on TGL. Is
Adam Scott last night hitting a driver. He's 44 years old. Adam Scott hitting a driver at 100 and 89 miles an hour of ball speed. Here I am last night at the range breaking 160 with a mini driver, and I'm like, well, hot damn, boy. I think the lack of personality in our athletes. Brandon Butler's probably right. I think he's probably, maybe this is I'm making too much out of it. It's a basketball problem. But as a cat from Chicago that grew up with guys like Jim McMahon and Walter Payton and Michael Jordan, and it's awfully difficult to look at today's athlete and be excited about things. I really, really struggle with it. Monty is saying you are here. Whoa. Monty, he is saying you are a Hawaii fan. Yes, a Rainbow Warrior.
Oh, okay.
See what Bobby did there? Bobby Fowler.
Hey, Bobby F,
God, what I wouldn't give. I've tried behind the scenes, you guys, and Jake has said no every time. I have tried to convince him to pack up the puffer vest and go to Oahu for a weekend. Leave on a Wednesday night, take Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, play golf, fly back late Saturday night, have all day Sunday. Jake's like, nah, bro.
Bro, it's not that I don't want to.
I don't want to spend any time with a leftist Rainbow Warrior.
Yeah, how could you just choose to go to Seattle? Like, you could have gone anywhere. What an idiot. I mean, come on.
One of the best White Lion songs and great guitar work, Littlefinger, is about the Rainbow Warrior ship. Okay. One of the dumbest comments ever made on this show. Leftist Rainbow Warrior who chose to live in Seattle.
Like, what kind of, like, and then you don't comment again. I mean, like, what kind of effort is that? What kind of, like...
He made his point. He's just trying to be a hater.
You listen enough to know that dude's in Seattle, but then you come in here and say that. Like, it's just weird to me. Like, that's a weird strategy to me. I don't get it.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that there was no strategy behind that. Buddy woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Yeah, good for him, dude.
But when I'm outside, I'll hug some trees for you today, dude.
Yeah.
Here in Seattle, my kindred home.
Yeah, anybody telling you that golf in the PNW is good lied to you. Absolutely lied to you. Like, the courses are fine, but rainy golf or like wet condition golf, I'm not here for it, dude. Absolutely not here for it. Like, I would much rather have
difficult.
Dude, I'll deal with my critique of Salt Lake golf was always that the greens were really hard. They were not receptive.
Can't stop the ball.
That said, I'd rather deal with that and more playable course conditions than the other way around of tough course conditions and receptive greens. Absolutely.
I hit the ball very high. I play golf. When I play golf, I hit, especially my iron shots are very high. The ground in Seattle is so wet that when my ball lands on the green, it plugs. Like, it just, what that means is it goes beneath the surface. It hits and then goes into the ground. What am I supposed to do with that? Like button, you bunch of tree hugging, fish thrower, dope smoking Seattle people.
Right.
I've lived here a couple of months now. I finally saw fish throwing happening this weekend. My wife dragged my ass down to Pike Marketplace, and Buddy was throwing fish all over the place like it was his job. What is his job? So, I missed it. Why did Monty move to Seattle? My wife is a baller. That's why. It was. I don't hate Seattle. I want to make this really clear. I don't hate Seattle. I actually really like living here. It's stupidly expensive. And the drug problem here is, I thought I saw a lot of drug use in Utah on the street. No. Downtown Seattle has a serious drug problem. And every day, I'm not exaggerating. I walk my dog 3 times a day. Every day I see a guy who's doing what's called the fentanyl.
Every time.
And it's heartbreaking. But the culture, the people, I don't even hate the weather that much. I just hate playing golf here. I'm at the range last night because if you guys golf, and then we got to get to the tampering thing, totally get it. If you guys golf, you know what it's like to feel like you're really close to what you're trying to achieve with your golf swing. So yesterday I had a rough professional day. So I go to the range last night and have a really good swing session. The irons were great. Driver's still a catastrophe. But boy, you pick up the 4-wood and the mini driver, and if you play golf and you don't hit a mini driver, bro, what is wrong with you? And just bang bang, bro. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. And then I actually convinced Mrs. Marty to play golf with me this weekend. Because it's going to be, I know this is crazy. It's going to be sunny in Seattle for the next 6 days.
Whoa, careful.
We are supposed to have no rain for
Allegedly.
6 days. And we're going to be in the low to mid 50s every day. So my wife, who's training for a triathlon right now.
It did clear up, didn't it?
Yes.
Wow.
My wife, who is training for a triathlon right now, she's doing her swimming thing, so she's doing nothing golf related. She's going to come out. We're going to play some golf. We're going to play 9 holes on Saturday afternoon. And I'm loving it. I'm excited about it. Hug a tree, gag walking by that disgusting gum wall, snort some coffee grounds. Just another day in Seattle. I still don't understand the people who line up for the original Starbucks on Pike Marketplace. And they all do. It's crazy. The eye patch made a burner account. Well, there you go. There you go, right? Heck yeah, Mike. Rise again, Littlefinger. Okay. Here we go. Old heads getting into their guitar music. Which is okay. It is okay. Real quick in the comment section. And Jake, what are you excited about in sports? What is my
Masters
thing?
Is the next thing.
Oh, I think there's a lot of tournaments before the Masters I'm excited about. I'm excited about the Players. What is the Players in 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Yeah, the Players is always a really good one, actually. Yeah,
something like that. Yeah. I'm excited about Major League Baseball. I am not at all enthused or excited about the World Baseball Classic. Does not do it for me. I want it to be, but real quick, it's the Cognizant, which nobody is playing in this weekend. The Arnold Palmer, the Players on March 12th.
JT comes back in the Arnold Palmer, I believe. Isn't that right?
I believe he is going to play in that tournament, correct?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm really excited about baseball. I'm actually dialed in watching. Do I say it out loud? I'm watching spring training games now. Probably not. I shouldn't say that out loud. I probably shouldn't. But
yeah, I still haven't canceled YouTube TV. Probably going to do it soon. Need the, need to get the, was it ESPN offering the baseball package now? I think it is.
Yes.
So.
Lopes Van Gabe, the Cubs only had, my wife and I, as you guys know, we have Cubs season tickets, but as a business. Again, I live in Seattle. I'm a hippie tree hugger.
Rainbow Warrior.
Same thing. As a leftist who chose Seattle over everything else, I'm a Cubs season ticket holder, and I chose to live in Seattle. You do the math. As a business, we have Cubs season tickets. We did not get spring training tickets because with the World Baseball Classic and just the way the schedule played out, there were very few Chicago Cubs games at Sloan Park this spring.
Yeah.
Disappointing. So we're not going to spring training this year. This is the first year in probably 5 years we're not going to spring training.
Yeah, usually it's a yearly thing.
Yeah, usually we rent an Airbnb. We go down there. We do the show for a week. We go watch some Cubs baseball. No, not this year. Not this year. GCU has 3 alumni in the Cubs bullpen. Yes, they do. You've ruined that for me, Gabe. I hope you're happy. Every time I see GCU baseball now, I think a little low. Gabe's kid is a huge baseball guy. March Madness in the conference tourneys. I am looking forward to conference tournament week. I will agree with that. I'm ready for, although my Tar Heels are not good. Oh, dude, I walk into the clubhouse last night at the golf course. So, of course, they have Duke dismantling Notre Dame. And I did not know this. The kid who works at the counter had on see Jake is wearing a Roarback hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
He had on my I'm going to buy it. My wife will probably kill me if I buy another quarter zip. He had on the gold Shamrock Notre Dame Roarback, and it is beautiful. It is so beautiful. I can't even. The clothes thing is interesting right now. I probably should not show you guys the pants.
Yeah, the pants are legit today, dude.
I should not even.
Here, let me get rid of this. Yeah, get rid of the comments, banners.
You guys like the blue?
Yeah, dude. Blue is nice.
Yeah. We are rapidly, and I should also say I'm wearing the color coordinated Jordan 3s to go with them.
Mm-hmm.
I hope people understand that.
Yeah.
We are rapidly shrinking.
Good.
We are down to a size. I'm wearing a size 38 that is too big. So we'll see. We'll see. As a leftist tree hugger, we're ever shrinking.
Mm-hmm.
We are ever shrinking. Thank you, Zepbound. We are ever shrinking. So, and I the other thing that I will say, I do think not having a huge gut helps your golf swing.
It does. It does.
There's a little more room for the hands to get through the golf swing right now. So, well, I'm not even trying to deny that.
Yeah. There's no question it'll help your game.
Yeah, I agree with that. Jake will soon cut the cord after years of cutting the cord. What a wild time we live in. I don't really watch YouTube TV right now. So I may be with Jake on this.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't have I don't know what happened. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me getting older. Like I'm just not that here for it with like putting a ton of effort into finding these leagues in like 100 different places. It really does drive me nuts. Like I appreciate it about golf because I know where to find it, but like I'm not fully committed to the MLB package yet. I'm thinking about it. I may do it. I may not do it, just depending on how we're feeling about it. But it's just, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it'll take to get my fire lit again on it. I just get tired of like
the Olympics the Olympics may have broken me on this.
Yeah, I was just really disappointed in the Olympics. I don't feel like YouTube TV delivers me a ton of value, honestly.
Because I don't watch the news anymore.
No,
I cannot watch the news. It's too much. I can't watch the news anymore. I just am not. I'm not here for it. I can't do it. I'm not watching Fox or NBC, the MSNBC or CNN, or I just can't do it anymore. And other than that, I don't watch local TV. I don't. And the things that we watch as leftist tree huggers who voluntarily moved to Seattle. Let me get this right. My living expenses were about $2,500 a month in Salt Lake City, and now they're about $6,000 in Seattle. So good point. To say that Seattle's expensive is an understatement.
Yeah.
But I just don't watch. I watch right now. We're going through the good fight. The Chicago PDs, the SVUs.
But again, you can get that on the cock.
That's all Peacock. My wife watches a lot of like Netflix, the Bridgerton stuff of the world.
Macaque.
What do I need YouTube TV for? What do I need it for? I don't. I have ESPN. I guess the tournament, but I have Paramount Plus, so I can watch the tournament on Paramount Plus.
Yeah. Yeah.
What am I don't know why I have it. Frankly, it is a tax write-off for me. So, I mean, I'm fine on that, but you're not going to catch me. No, Chewy, I don't believe in stealing content. It's too hard to make content. It's too expensive to make content. It is the wrong thing to do. And it's illegal. And I have a VPN. And I'm not willing to do it.
Because it's illegal.
I'm just not willing to do it. So, but can Morty verify 30 pounds equals 1 inch? Oh, it's
Gabe, you just couldn't help yourself.
His cock.
it's less than 30 pounds. You know,
I need a dick.
you know.
Holding the dick.
And I'm telling you, Zepbound's a revelation. It is loose. Getting on the scale this morning. It's weird. I've fallen into this nutritional trap of I'm not very often hungry, but you know what happens to me now? I don't get hungry, but man, do I get hangry. I felt terrible last weekend because I had a really terrible range week. I had a bad golf swing week this weekend. Like I did not hit the ball well at all. And I think a lot of it was I was going to the range in the morning and I wasn't eating breakfast before I went to the range because it's really hard for me to eat before 8:30, 9 o'clock. Like it's tough for me to eat before 8:30, 9 o'clock. And we've been going to my wife swims in the morning. So I've been dropping her off at the pool and then I go to the range, which is 3 minutes down the road. And then I go back and pick her up in the pool. Because, we sold a BMW. Yeah, I voluntarily moved to Seattle as a tree hugger and sold a BMW. So I only have one car now. The point is.
What a jackass, dude.
What an idiot
Honestly,
thing to
dude.
say.
Like, what an idiot.
But the point is that I get hangry, but I'm not hungry.
Yeah. So you don't know that you're hangry.
And then your wife knows you're hangry because then she kicks me in the shin and is like, hey, we need to eat something, idiot.
And she took offense.
She did take offense. And I'm trying to deal with, I don't get nearly as mad playing golf as I once did. But it does wreck your state of mind for 20 minutes.
But no one's going to disrespect me.
Golf
I'm not afraid to die.
Dude, golf will reveal your character. Golf will reveal your character. Monty always bragging about his competition solar hydro-powered BMW he only uses once in a while. Well, I drove it last night. I do have a really nice car.
Yeah.
I do. I pay for YouTube Premium. See, and this is something else. Is YouTube Premium worth it? Oh, no question about it. But if I subscribe to YouTube TV, why don't I get YouTube Premium as part of that? I don't know either.
Two different products, I guess. Apparently.
There you go. There you go. All right. The Monty Show, hour number 2, is always presented by our friends at Bucked Up, buckedup.com. Use the promo code Monty. Get 20% off your creatine monohydrate. Here it is right here. I tell you guys every day. 2 scoops of creatine, 10 milligrams of creatine in a shaker with 20 ounces of water and 1 scoop of essential amino acids. I prefer the mandarin flavor. Get 20% off all of your supplements at buckedup.com. You guys already know Bucked Up is the best in the business when it comes to pre-workout. I am telling you, if you are not taking creatine, you are damaging yourself.